Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fuck!
You're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here. Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power. Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Surtology, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. an act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the Five Sinners. The elemental energy of Tivad, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These two forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time. A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the Seven Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you. So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear. Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Windblade! Windblade! Disappear!
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Windblade! With the wind! Windblade!
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes. Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Water jet! Go! Water jet! Water jet! Go!
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world. So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path. Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements. Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training. If you wish to master the elements at a fundamental level, you must see the entire natural world. Nature in all its places and forms. That is part of what it means to be a traveler.
What is the secret to power? Longing, hatred, self-preservation. No, it is fear. The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer. Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone. After all, bones can always be reset. Good Skirk. Once again, you survived.
Cold and pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become... I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh. And mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Yes, Master.
Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are. So, want to head over now? Or did you want to wait a little?